wanting at home to look younger and refreshed, you might have considered a facelift, but they can cost more than $10,000. Dr. Justin Johnson is a plastic surgeon with Utah Eye and Facial Plastic Surgery. He encourages people to consider the liquid facelift. What's a liquid facelift?
It's a facelift where you use Botox and some of the fillers, so you can shape the face, without actually having to do any type of surgical procedure.
So downtime, obviously, a lot better.
No downtime at all, really. Maybe 10 minutes, if you consider that downtime.
And for people really wanting to see some results and to see a difference, how does it compare a traditional facelift to this liquid facelift?
Well, a traditional facelift obviously is going to give you much more result because anytime you cut and remove skin, you get much more lifting and so forth. But for like subtle, areas where you have wrinkles or fine lines, it does a great job. It's
going to do the job. Yeah. One of the biggest concerns people have when it comes to really any sort of plastic surgery procedure, I think, is wanting to still look fresh and full of expression, not fake. Is that able to accomplish with this?
Yeah, you can see here some pictures of some Botox where we did Botox in the center of their forehead and got rid of those lines. A lot of people have those lines, frown lines or worry lines. Gets rid of those great, but you can still see that they have some facial expression. Especially in this lady here, you can see she's still smiling, so it doesn't take away the facial expression completely, especially if you know what you're doing.
And that's a good question to ask. I mean, when it comes to Botox or to any sort of liquid injection, what should people be aware of, or what questions should they ask up front?
Well, you really should find a physician who does it. There's a lot of spas where the nurses do it, and I'm not saying that they don't do a good job, but really want to see a surgeon, especially a facial plastic surgeon, which I am. So we know the anatomy. I feel like we know the anatomy better. We're able to inject in areas where they wouldn't otherwise, and know how the muscles lift and so forth. So we really want to see an experienced facial plastic surgeon.
And what areas of the face can be treated with the liquid facelift procedure?
Pretty much all areas. So, like, for example, here are some shots of some Restylane and Radiace where we treated their nasal labial folds, their kind of frown lines. Here's a picture of Botox in the forehead. You can see the wrinkles she has there, and then this is after. So you can see it got rid of the wrinkles completely. And then you can see this next picture. She had a lot of wrinkles around her mouth there. And then we treated her with Radiace, which got rid of those wrinkles. And the Radiace is a very nice product that lasts, a couple years.
Is it one or the other, the Botox or the filler, or do you often use them combined?
We use them in conjunction. Botox gets rid of wrinkles of facial expression, whereas Radiace and Restylane and Juvederm, the fillers, will actually pop up the wrinkles. So they're used in a little different areas. You rarely do Botox around the mouth, because if you did, then you wouldn't really be able to move your mouth or smile.
That's not a good thing.
So it's mostly around the forehead and face.
Okay, all right. And people, obviously every face is different, so every face is going to have different needs.
Right. So the nice thing about the liquid facelift is we can target it to what the person needs. For example, this lady here, you can see the smile lines around her mouth before and then after. We popped those out with Radiace and some Juvederm, augmented her lips a little bit. And then this same lady here, nasolabial folds and the marionette lines, which are the lines around her mouth, are deep, and then we filled those in and augmented her lips a little bit with some Juvederm. So
all
should
right.
be great.
People are pulled in by these examples and by the information. Where can they find you for more?
Well, they can call us. Our number's pretty easy. It's 281-FACE. Or they can go to our website, which is eyelidexpert.com. Or they can go to the KSL website, and there's a link there.
And you have a special offer right now.
Yeah, so for people who come in the next couple weeks, we're giving $100 off of vial of Botox or Juvederm or Restylane.
Okay, significant savings there. Dr. Johnson, thanks so much for coming in.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back with more on Studio 5.